Hello and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. On the last episode, we were the victim of a prank by, I guess Sapara alone, but Theodore and Crowan intended to scare us. As a result, we ran away and ended up running into Reginald, who we had not seen in a while. He has led us to sort of a empty place, part of town or city, not entirely sure which one. And now he's walking alone in a dark alleyway. So, time to find out what happens if we follow him. I took a deep breath and followed him down the alley. He was standing next to a door that I only really noticed because of the golden handle. He raised a finger to his lips and said shush. And then he opened the door. Oh my. It was a coffee place. And it was adorable. Pretty string lights were hanging up on the walls and ceiling, and calm music played throughout. There were decorations intricate. I don't know why I had a stroke reading it. Intricate tapestries and additions of some rugs and to soften the hard concrete floor. There were a few people, and they hardly made any noise as they spoke, as if it were a library or trying not to disturb anybody. That's who I try to be, but I speak too loudly. No, like it just. Because I'm just naturally loud, I guess. Not to mention the aroma. Even if I don't like coffee, I can't deny how pleasant the smell is. All of it though, it felt magical. That's how you know the place is good, especially if it's hidden like this. Though I imagine that's gonna be hard for business. See, I told you it was nice. This place seems so delightful. However, did you discover it? Now that's a secret. So I'm gonna guess he's like the owner, or related to the owners. But maybe I'll tell you one day. We stepped further into the building, Reginald closing the door behind us. Then I followed him to the counter, and he asked what I wanted. Oh, don't worry, I can pay for myself. No, please, I insist. Consider it a thank you for accompanying me. Are you really sure? Positive. Reginald ordered himself a coffee, and I asked for a hot chocolate for myself. I don't know what season it is, but is a hot chocolate really... I mean, I won't judge, I guess, yeah. Go for it. If you want a hot chocolate, go for a hot chocolate. I mean, I guess my natural drink would be sodas in a coffee place, but I guess I would go for tea if that's not an option. I felt a little silly ordering it, but the barista didn't seem to care at all. Even when I asked for marshmallows. I've never had hot chocolate with marshmallows though. After we got our drinks, Reginald and I plopped down on an empty couch in the building. That's something I'm never used to, is the actual... You got a styrofoam cup? Paper actually. No worries, it's recyclable. I think the mugs they offer are cute and better for the environment. But well, how do I put it? I'm just peculiar about using the same things as the people all the time. I mean, that makes sense. I believe they allow you to bring your own mug, but that's a little silly, isn't it? To bring a mug from home, because I'm still need to wash it afterwards. And I'd look absurd carrying around a mug down the sidewalk. I suppose, but it depends if it's full or not. You've got a point there. Anyways, are you feeling any better? I would imagine so, seeing this place. Oh, who? Me? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not crying anymore, so that's a good thing. I think. Thank you again for bringing me here. No need to thank me. I'm just glad you're feeling better. But if it's okay to ask now, what has gotten you upset in the first place? Well, a prank. I guess it's okay to talk about. Especially since you wouldn't know these people anyways. Where do I start? Well, I spent a lot of time with my kinda cousin, and I recently met his other friends. What do you mean, kinda cousin? He is or he isn't? Which what? Why the kinda? I told Reginald all about what had happened since I'd first met them. I don't know why. It was like I had to start with one thing, but then that led into the other things too. I told them about how intimidating they were when I met them, and about how they disrespected the cemetery, and about the incident that happened with them just today. Already I was trying to block it from my memory. Again, I don't know how Zapara did that, but okay. And Reginald listened, nodding along as I talked. It felt nice for someone to listen to me. And then I ran into you on the sidewalk. Now we're here, I guess. Sorry for going on like that. I just wasn't sure where to begin. Well, he asked, so there's not really anything to apologize for. You know, if he didn't want to hear, he wouldn't have asked. Oh, and why are you apologizing? I'm actually very happy you told me. It's not good to always let things weigh on you. You know, Mary, I must admit, I'm not at all a violent person. But how I wish I could teach those adults a lesson right now. You don't have to be violent to teach someone a lesson. You just verbally tell them. Like, why are you bringing up violence? And plus, why are you getting heated over this? Whether they are thinking that kind of behavior is alright. No, it's okay. I won't hang out with them anymore. But at least I tried, right? You did try, yes. That's right, that's all you can do in this life. Try. But yes, don't worry about people like that. They clearly can't appreciate a good thing, even when it's right in front of them. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. And it means a lot to me too. Just then I received a text message. I took out my phone. Groven had messaged me. Mary, where'd you go? You're not at the cemetery. At least I don't see you here. I'm not there. There's no reason to say like I don't want you to see me, because obviously he's looking for us. So he cares, and all you're looking is obviously contradictory to what he's kind of just ignoring what he's kind of hinting at. So I'm not there. Actually, put my phone away without responding to him. Then why give us the choice? Why give us the choice at all? Reginald, are you busy? No, not really. He's just drinking his coffee. I was planning to run a few errands, but it's nothing that needs my immediate attention. Why'd you ask? Can I come along? You want to run errands with me? Yeah. I don't really feel like going home. I mean, we haven't seen much of you this story, so at least not right now. Well, if you're certain, you're more than welcome to come along. I would appreciate it. I would more appreciate than. Oh, I would more than appreciate the company. I was having a stroke. Thank you again. Just wasn't computing. I spent the rest of the day helping Reginald with his errands. It wasn't anything too big. We bought some stuff from a hardware store. Things he needed for a bit of DIY car repair. Wrenches, screwdrivers, antifreeze, oil. I'm not a mechanic of any sort of caliber, but do cars need antifreeze? But nothing too big to carry. Because I'm just trying to think, because like this whole story started out with someone dying of murder, and there's being obviously like a serial killer on loose, which is how we ended up with our quote-unquote kind of cousin. But isn't that... I'm pretty sure antifreeze is a way people use to murder. I helped him pick up a few groceries. He was running low on milk and eggs. But he picked up some strawberries too before they go out of season. It wasn't anything too exciting, but it was nice to be able to do something simple with them, and enjoy completing these simple tasks. With someone who wasn't just trying to trick me or make me cry. I mean, they weren't, you know, again, Zipporah and Theodore weren't trying to do that to you, though. Neither was Croven. So, I'm honestly, I'm confused on Mary's mentality. Before we knew it, it started to get dark. I told Reginald I ought to get going. Get home safely then, alright? I promised him I would. And then when to catch the next bus home. Well, at least my day wasn't completely bad. Or at least, that's what I thought initially. But once I made it home, I opened the door to the cabin. Someone was waiting there for me. And he was not happy. About time you got home. I mean, yeah, you ran away and didn't actually, like, show any interest of, like, letting know you're safe. Yeah, where the hell were you? You didn't answer any of my texts. Of course I didn't. I'm mad at you. You're mad at me. What did Croven do? I'm the one who's supposed to be mad here. Do you have any idea of what could have happened to you? Can't be any worse than what you and your friends did to me. Is that really what this is about? Get over it, Mary. I mean, well, he didn't apologize, yes, but he and Theodore were both defending you against Zipporah. Not getting over it easily, I would understand, but, you know, it does kind of seem like that was the whole setup. Seriously, it's not like I can control everything they do. You should know how they are by now. Well, think about it, right? We were put to sleep, or not put to sleep, but, you know, we went to sleep, and you did something. Well, sorry, someone had to have moved me into the bathroom, and you didn't, by the sound of it, you didn't try and stop them, and you didn't stay in the bathroom to keep me company. Besides, what they do isn't my fault, so I don't know why you're getting so mad at me. Because you let them do it. You never say anything. Maybe they'd stop if you didn't keep letting it happen. Don't start turning this back on me. I mean, you're both at fault. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of mostly on Croven's side, I guess, because, I mean, yes, Croven did let the joke begin, but he was defending Mary when things actually got, like, serious, and then she ran away. He showed concern, and she ignored him, and now when he's trying to explain how concerned he was, she's not having any of it. Maybe if you weren't such a sensitive crybaby, we wouldn't be having this problem. Yeah, I can't believe you'd say that. Oh, give me a goddamn break. You know, maybe that's why you're so mean to me lately. What? What's that supposed to mean? Hang around with such awful people. No wonder you've been such a bad person. Oh, really now? That's how you feel? No. Okay, then. I see choices don't matter now. It is how I feel. Or is that what I picked? Did I misread the thing? Because I thought it said no, it isn't. You definitely aren't a good person anymore. I don't know who this person is, but the Crovenite, no, would have never been so cruel. The Croven you know, ain't that rich. Let me tell you something. The Croven you knew died with the other Crovisons. Croven? Can't say that. I'm so over this already. If you really hate me that much, then why are you still here? I can't believe this. Then, okay. I honestly don't understand why they're giving us any of the any choices at all if they're not being taken. And maybe I should just leave if that's how you feel. Maybe you should and take your stupid baggage with you. I mean, to be like Groven, you've got baggage as well. Groven stormed off after that. I went the other way and marched upstairs. I felt like crying all over again. But I think I used up all my tears for the day. I was going to text the number. Pardon me. I was going to text the number again. Because, well, that's what I always do before I go to bed. I mean, honestly, I can't defend Mary. But when I opened my phone, I was surprised to see I had a few messages from someone else. It was Twyla. I hadn't really seen her since that night in the club. Hey, Mary. I know it's late, but so I don't blame you if you're already in bed. But I figured I'd ask you anyway, since it's not overly time sensitive. Going to the library tomorrow, looking for anyone or anything I can find to help me find this town's little problem. Figured you could come with to help me research if you're up to it. Yeah, I could come help. I think it's a really good idea. Maybe I'll be sure to be there first thing tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'll be there that early, but I'll be sure to see you there. I'd agree with me. Okay, we didn't give a choice, but honestly, good thing I'd rather see her. Maybe part of me did out of spite for Groven, but it would be nice distraction, I think. A distraction from all the bad stuff that's happened today. And I wouldn't have to think about it tomorrow. When I got up the next morning, I heard myself out of the house. I wasn't even sure if Groven was still home, but I wasn't going to stick around long enough to find out. I headed out to the library as quick as I could that morning. Even though Twyla said that she wasn't going to go around so early, she was still there when I arrived. Twyla, you're already here. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm here. Thought you said you wouldn't be here so early. I don't think it's super early, but that's not the point. You're here to help me out with research, right? Oh yes, of course. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm going to need you to fetch some books for me. Twyla had me a list of books she needed. I worked in the library before, so I know what they're here. I just wanted you to pick up a few for starters. Alright, I think I can do that. Yeah, I sure hope so. I took Twyla's list and began to grab the books for her. There are a few psychology books, but some filled with some filled with periodicals. Is that how you would describe it? I don't know, but what I did know is that if I kept carrying that many books at once, I'd topple over. It's happened before. I began to hand them over to Twyla. She seemed very focused on as she took the books from me. Sometimes, when I handed her a book, she'd slide one over to me with the pages open. I would close it and then go return it to the proper shelf. It was only after a few books that I realized she was probably anticipating I read a passage she'd opened to me. Oh well. I kind of just continued fetching her books and shelving them back again absent-mindedly. I probably would have done the same. I probably looked and read a few words, literally a few words, and that would have probably determined if I actually read the page or not. It just seems to be the best thing for me to do, right, to be able to help. I doubt I would understand the information as well as she did. I am, well, not the brightest at times. At times. I mean, you are definitely a nice person, Mary. But at times is generous. She's either annoyed that we're not reading them, or she's annoyed that she hasn't found anything. Oops, what's happened? You're distracted. Am I? You certainly seemed a bit out of it. Is everything alright? Well, I had a fight with a friend last night, and we still haven't met up. I see. Well, that's not going to help us here. Huh? If you want to help, you're going to have to pull yourself together. You know the issue we're dealing with is much more serious than whatever dumb fight you and your friend had, right? I guess. Yes, it is a serial killer, which we've kind of just been ignoring, really. Yeah, I guess, sorry. Are you gonna be like this the whole time? I don't know. You can leave. You sure? I thought you needed my help. Clearly you aren't gonna be any help to me like this. Oh, don't take it so harshly. I'm doing you a favor, if anything. I'll call you up again next time. Next time I need something for you. Just remember not to forget about all this, okay? Okay. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. It's fine. See you later. Yeah, I can see why people would call her harsh, but she is also doing this because she's concerned. They would be saying she's not in any mindset to actually, think about what's happening. So I left the last of the books on the table with her and headed out of the library. I wasn't much help at all, was I? I mean, sort of. You were help, and to some degree, you cost effective time, I think. All because I was too busy thinking about. Never mind. Speak of the devil, dude. Groven. What were you doing in there with her? Didn't I already tell you to stay away from her? I mean, when you control what other people do. What, did you, just not listen? Or not care? You're just trying to annoy me at this point, aren't you? I'm trying to help with something. It's not like any of your business in the first place. Excuse me. That girl is definitely my business. Why? Especially if she's talking to you. What's so bad about her? You can't just tell me to do something and not explain why. Why not? You don't trust me anymore, huh? I mean, just because you're not, well, I'm not going to get into it. Because it's just as well. Let me tell you about this then. Either you stay away from her, or you stay away from me. Groven stomped past me after that. He didn't apologize when his shoulders bumped mine. He just kept walking. And I hope that wherever he's going, it wasn't home, because that's the only place I wanted to be right now. Even if it seemed like he would prefer I not be there anymore. I want to ask you something. You always do, don't you? We didn't talk to you last night, did we, though? Please. Apologies. It wasn't meant to be sarcastic. Go on. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with... Who are you after? Am I on target? Or are there more people than just me? Are you coming after them too? Please? Yes. Wait. To which question? I'm sorry. I have to go. Good night, Mary. This is why you only ask one question at a time. Days passed, as the days often do. Things in this house have been increasingly tense. Can't even recall last time I physically spoke to Groven. I mean, he's kind of... You're both being rude, honestly. Maybe it was the day at the library. I don't know. I don't really remember. It's not like I don't see him at all. But when we do see each other, we don't talk. It's pretty awkward. Sometimes, when we find ourselves in the same room, one or both of us will just leave. We don't say good morning or good night, and if I see him on the street, he looks away. I wish things weren't like this. I mean, you kind of brought it on yourself. I just really want things to go back to normal, back before. I really want things to be better. It's better if we just, right? If we apologize, that's good, because then we tried. If he doesn't take it, that's on him. If he apologizes first, we're kind of forcing him, and then it's kind of like the mentality of, oh, I'm right. I sure shouldn't I? I know Groven's been having a hard time lately, and I'm sure I haven't been making things much easier for him. Probably my fault anyways. His friends don't have to be my friends too. And even if he wanted me to get along with them, I should have stepped away when I realized it wasn't going to work. I'll try to tell him sometime soon. When I know how, when I know how and when to properly say it. I sat down in the living room to make a reminder of the day. At least until dinner time, that is. The fire was on, and I was reading, but I knew I would have to start cooking sometime soon. Then I heard Corbin come through the front door. Still not feeling comfortable being in the same room as him, I got up and moved to the next room. When... Ah, Mary. You know I love you, right? Like, even when I'm mad or yelling. Promise, I don't mean it. I really, really, really don't mean it. Yeah, I know. I love you too. Yeah? Are you okay? No. Wow. How did that happen? I turned around to hug Groven properly this time. I didn't ask him what happened. He didn't seem to be in the mood to talk about it. And I don't think I was either. I often prefer the service. Or perhaps it was more apt to say that I preferred the service because he asked me to. You're so passionate about it, he told me. So I know you make sure he has one of the best one. It was just, I don't know if passionate was the right word. I hope it was a nice service. I'd like to think it was. I did my best to try and put it all together. After all, I got lots of flowers, a nice spot for him to rest. You should have put him next to the tree, his favorite tree. I think you would. I think you would find it ironically funny. I think Zapara might not enjoy it much, but Groven was responsible for inviting people, but everyone wasn't a lot of people. I wasn't sure if it was because no one wanted to attend, or if it was because Theo only had this many friends. I would imagine it was only this many, because I don't see why people wouldn't want to show up to him, to his thing. I looked around. Zapara wasn't here. That makes sense. Eventually, everyone began to leave, but again, everybody wasn't that many people. Before I knew it was just me and Groven and Theo. Where was Thea? Groven sat beside Theo's freshly dug grave. I did the same. Normally, I enjoy funerals, or perhaps it's better to say, I appreciate them for what they are. But this one was hard to appreciate. I couldn't find the trace of pleasantness in it. Not even a little bit. It just felt sad. Groven? That's... I'm gonna... Oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna save. Because saying I'm sorry, he'd probably say he's sorry too. Asking if he's okay, he's either going to say, yeah, he's fine, or he's going to do the exact opposite and say, how can I be fine? Is there anything I can do? It's probably just, can I have more space? So I'm going to go quiet. It's alright, don't worry about it. Right. Groven, I don't want to upset you, but if it's okay, I want to try talking to him. Mary, this isn't the time for to be ridiculous. I'm being serious. I promised you that it works. I've never been bad at... and I've never been bad at my promises before, have I? Please, just give me a chance. Fine. If you're insistent, then go ahead. But when you wake up, I want you to tell me something only Theo would know. Because if you can't, I really don't want to hear this ever again. Understandable. But I won't let you down. I lay down on top of Theodore's grave. He could see Groven wince as I did. Hopefully, it would be over with quickly. And hopefully, Theo would be in the mood to talk to me. I think he would. I think he would... Take a whiff, why not? He had the quote-unquote good stuff. Smells like, that's something smoky. completely dark. Can't see a thing. Feel. I feel like I'm laying on something. But I'm laying on the ground, right? It feels weird though. Can't really describe it. Listen. Sounds like a faint static. If I don't focus on it, like it disappears. Hello, is anyone there? Don't understand why I can't see anything. Of all the things to start going wrong. Well, maybe it'd help if you took the lampshade off your head, huh? Really? You're Theo. And he's smiling, and he's took off his glasses. Hey Dolphus, long time no see. Oh Theo, I'm so glad. Why are we wearing the lampshade? I'm so glad to see you're alright. You sure that's the word you want to use? Oh well, I suppose you're right. Still, seems like you're okay. Wherever this is. Where is this? This is me and Sapara live. No, it used to be. Back when I was live with you all. Oh. You used to live here? Hey now. I know I ain't the prettiest, but it gets the job done. I suppose so. I think that we'll leave it there. We can interrogate Theodore next time. I mean, it'll definitely be interesting since naturally he would be skeptical of our ability to talk to ghosts, and now we're talking to him as a ghost. But with that, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.